Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 11th of May, 1977. The title is The Sign of Being Complete is to have pure thoughts for oneself and positive thoughts for others. Bap Dada constantly sees the perfect form of the children. Each child is the same as the father, an embodiment of bliss, love, happiness, and peace. What is Baba seeing on your forehead and in your eyes? That each of you is a treasure store of virtues and powers. Do you always move along while considering yourself to be full in this way? The signs of the complete stage is visible in all souls in two aspects. What are these two aspects? Such souls who are complete will always maintain pure thoughts for the self and will also have positive thoughts for others. So the two signs of having pure thoughts for oneself and positive thoughts for others will be visible in the souls who are complete. Negative and waste thoughts automatically finish in souls who are complete. Because such souls have a huge treasure of pure thoughts and true knowledge, children from a royal family never plays with stones in the dust of negative or waste thoughts. You have received so many treasures for having positive thoughts. Do you know that? You have limitless treasures. Do you not? Pure thoughts means powerful thoughts. Waste and powerful cannot stay together. Just as day and night cannot stay together, Baba has also told you what pure thoughts you should have as soon as you open your eyes at Amrit Vela. Whatever pure and powerful thoughts of love for the Father you have at Amrit Vela, such will be the influence throughout the day, because Amrit Vela is the beginning period. It is the Sato Pradhan time. It is the time for the children to receive special blessings and cooperation from the Father. This is why the first thought at Amrit Vela is the basis of the whole day's timetable. It is remembered that Brahma created the world through thought. Thought has been given so much importance. Brahma creates the creation in the beginning period. In the same way, whatever thoughts you Brahmins create in the beginning of the day, the period of Amrit Vela, accordingly, that is how the world will be. That is, it will affect the timetable for the whole day. What is the first thought of Brahmins? What is your stage at that time? When you meet the Father, you meet him in the stage equal to his, do you not? As soon as you open your eyes, what thought do you have? Can you see anyone other than the Father? When you say, "Good morning," you say it to your Father, considering yourself to be a child, do you not? So a child is a master. And what response does the Father give the children? My children, who are the masters. You are the children who are the crown of his head. So, the first thought is a powerful one. The first meeting is with the Father, and in that first meeting, Baba gives you the blessings of may you be equal every day. All blessings are merged in this one blessing. What would the entire day be like of someone whose beginning of the day is so great? Can it be wasteful? Who is constantly able to have such an elevated meeting? Those whose thoughts are of Baba and whose whole world is Baba. Such close children have a close meeting with the Father. Otherwise, they are not able to have a close meeting. They have a meeting from a distance. All the children definitely have a meeting, but the number one children meet him in an equal form. To be close means to experience the company, and the companionship is such that it doesn't feel like two beings, but just one. The second type of children meet the Father with the pure desires to become equal to the Father in His love, His blessings, and in having a meeting with Him. Not in the form of already being equal. To have the experience of being face to face means that you are experiencing attainment from Baba. So the first number children meet in the form of being equal, and the second number children meet with the thought of becoming equal. Don't even ask about the third type of children. The divine games of the third type of children are completely unique. One minute they meet Baba as his children, and the next minute they will be begging for something. They are those with many forms. Sometimes they will have one form and sometimes another form. So even amongst the children, celebrating a meeting is number wise. The first thought at Amrit Vela of those who constantly have elevated thoughts, that is, of those who have a meeting with the Father in an equal form, influences their entire day. Such souls automatically and constantly maintain pure thoughts throughout the day. The second type of children are not able to maintain this automatically, but they maintain their pure thoughts by continuously paying attention. The third type of children are constantly battling between having pure thoughts and waste thoughts. They are sometimes victorious and sometimes disheartened. Constantly maintain pure thoughts. The method for that is to have a powerful thought in the beginning of the day. Souls who constantly have pure thoughts have positive thoughts throughout the day for souls who come into contact or relationships with them. No matter what type of soul, Satoguni or Tamoguni, comes into contact with you, you must constantly have positive thoughts. That is, you have to uplift even those who defame you. Such souls will never look at others with dislike because they understand that those souls are influenced by ignorance. That is, they are children who do not have any understanding. One never has feeling of dislike for a child performing actions without understanding. Instead, there would be mercy and love for that child. Souls who have positive thoughts for others would move along while considering the self to be a world transformer and a world benefactor, and be merciful towards souls. Because of this, they would not have feelings of dislike, but would constantly maintain pure feelings and intentions. Therefore, they would constantly have positive thoughts. They would never think, why did this one do this? Instead, they would think about how to bring benefit to that soul. Do you constantly have a stage of such positive thoughts? If you do not have pure thoughts, you cannot have positive thoughts for others. The two are connected. Those who have the aim of becoming complete would imbibe both qualifications. Do you understand? When you have waste thoughts, you are not able to stabilize yourself in the stage of having pure thoughts. Therefore, check your spiritual power. Practice having positive thoughts. They are, after all, your own powers. Baba always has special love for the server souls who are doing service because they are embodiments of renunciation. So you automatically receive the fortune of renunciation. Do you know what and how you receive that? One is to learn through your own hard work, and the other is to suddenly win a lottery. Everyone experiences all their powers and virtues through their own efforts. However, the practical fruit of special cooperation is to receive greater attainment than what you would receive through your own efforts. Whatever results you wanted to experience through your own efforts over a long period of time will be experienced so easily and in such a powerful stage that even against your constant wish, the sound that emerges from your mind will be of Baba's wonder. The experience will be, I am experiencing in the corporeal form something that I never even thought would be possible. So only cooperative souls experience the attainment of the special blessing from the Father. Such an experience becomes a special memorial of your life. To the souls who constantly cooperate with the Father, to those who reveal the Father while following the Father at every step, to those who constantly move along with the waves of attaining the virtues of the self and remain cheerful, to those who are merged in the Father's love, to such equal souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Meeting groups. Do you constantly move along while considering yourself to be a soul loved by the Father, a master who is constantly detached from the physical organs? Whom does the Father love? Those who are detached. Why is Baba loved by all? Because he is detached. If he were not detached, but came into birth and rebirth like you do, he would not be loved by all. So all of you will also be loved by the Father when you constantly move along while considering yourself to be detached from the consciousness of the body. Without becoming detached, you cannot be loved. To the extent that you remain detached, that is, in the consciousness of the soul, accordingly, the Father loves you. This is why love and remembrance are received number-wise. The basis of your number is the extent to which you become detached. Are you able to know your number on the basis of your stage of detachment? Baba turns the beads of the rosary of the children. Who would be the number one beads in the rosary? Those who are detached, that is, those who are equal. Do not think, I have come later and no one even knows me. Baba knows all the children. Therefore, make it firm that the basis of being loved is to be detached. You have to claim full marks in the paper of the first lesson. Therefore, whenever you are walking or speaking or whatever you may be doing, check whether you are the one who is inspiring and making it happen. The soul is the one inspiring, and the physical organs do it physically. By making this lesson firm, you will constantly have the intoxication of being a master of all treasures. You will not experience anything to be lacking. Having found the Father, it will be as though you have found everything. It will not be just for the sake of saying it, but you will experience all attainments from Him, and you will constantly remain absorbed in happiness, peace, and bliss. You will have the intoxication of having found Him, that you have attained Him. Do you constantly remain set on the seat of your self-respect? What is the seat of self-respect? That you are the highest and high Brahmin children who belong to the highest and high Father. Do you constantly remain set in this elevated stage of self-respect, or does the seat shake? Maya tries to shake the seat. Since you are the children who belong to the highest and high Father, why should you forget this? This is the natural life of Brahman birth. Nothing of a natural life can be forgotten. Anything that is temporary can be forgotten. To constantly remember and think about the treasure of pure thoughts that the Father gives you is to use them. By using them, you experience happiness. Maintaining pure thoughts is churning. The butter of happiness that you experience from churning will make your life powerful, and no one will then be able to shake you. Maya will shake, you will not. Who is Angad an example of? The Maharathis. So you are Maharathis, are you not? Since you did not shake a kalpa ago, how can you shake now? Angad is the one who is constantly unshakable and who constantly has a steady stage. He doesn't shake even in his thoughts. Do you continue to face Maya while being armed with all your weapons? Those who are armed are fearless. Of whom? Of their enemy. When guards are armed, they have the faith that their weapons will see of their enemies, that their weapons will defeat their enemies. They move around completely, fearlessly. So too, no matter how much Maya opposes you, when you are armed, you will never be afraid of Maya. You will never fear her or be defeated. That is, you will constantly be victorious. You should constantly have all your weapons. If even one weapon is missing, you could be defeated. The powers are the weapons. So do you constantly have all the weapons of all the powers? Do you know how to look after them? The courage of the Pandavas has been portrayed by their huge form, and the courage of the Shaktis has been shown as the weapons. Pandavas were the constant companions of God, and because of this company, they were constantly victorious. You also experienced the constant company of the Father. When you experience His company, then the virtues and powers of the Father are yours. Just as the Father is spiritual, so too, those who stay with Him will also be able to maintain their spirituality. Even while looking at the body, they will only see the soul. Do all of you experience amrit vela? What would you say to someone who throws away a lottery he wins while sitting at home? This too is a lottery that you win while sitting at home. If you do not take this lottery now, then you will later remember these days. These are now the days of attainment, but after some times, they will become the days of repentance. Therefore, take as much as you want. Intensify your speed. Always remember, if not now, then never. Not even today, but now. This is known as being an intense effort maker. Have you made preparations to return home? To be ready means all the strings should be cut. So are all your strings cut? If all your strings are cut, then you will return home. Otherwise, you will have to take birth again. Have you completed all your service? Unless you have given the message to the whole world, how could you be called the world benefactors? You would just be benefactors of India. Have you practiced sufficiently so that no matter what happens, you are easily able to leave your body? Have you practiced to this extent? There shouldn't be a tug of war in any relationship or sanskar. Everyone has to go, but some will go easily, whereas others will go after battling. So it is okay that you are ready to go, but are you ready to go easily? Will you go directly or via the subtle region? The land of Dharamraj is the customs. If anything still remains with you, you will have to wait in the customs. So together with going, you also need to have made these preparations. Check that you have cleared the customs. Check your passport and your bags and baggage, etc. Acha, blessing. May you be knowledgeable of the deep secrets of karma and experience the alokik pleasures of Brahmin life. Brahmin life is a life of enjoyment, but to remain in enjoyment does not mean that you do whatever you want and become totally lost in that. The stage of enjoying of temporary happiness and enjoying temporary connections and relationships is different from the stage of permanent satisfaction. To speak whatever you want, to do whatever you want, is to also stay in enjoyment. But do not become one who is always doing everything to please the self temporarily. Maintain eternal, spiritual, alokik enjoyment. This is the real Brahmin life. Together with experiencing enjoyment, also be knowledgeable of the deep secrets of karma. Slogan: become your own teacher and all weaknesses will automatically finish. Om Shanti.